The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
Good evening. This is Saturday's news. I'm Rex Litter. In this edition, SME is key to achieving a 200 billion Kina economy. Long-serving staff at NAC recognized. And kickboxing tournament set for tomorrow. Prime Minister James Marape has reiterated that small and medium enterprises, or SMEs, will be central to PNG's ambition of growing its economy to 200 billion Kina. He called for greater nationwide participation in business and production in this space.
Speaking at the opening of the 8th Annual SME Business Agri-Trade Expo and Tourism Trade Fair at APEC House yesterday, Prime Minister James Marape said expanding the SME sector is critical to lifting the country's economic output. The annual event brought together about 30 micro, small and medium enterprises. Milne Bay Province was given the opportunity to showcase its businesses this year, and more than 20 entrepreneurs from the province travelled to Port Moresby to participate, supported by the Alatau District Development Authority. Marape used the occasion to highlight how SMEs, particularly in the agriculture, fisheries, forestry and tourism sectors, can collectively transform the economy.
If everyone participates and if we hit a 200 billion Kenya economy, you take it from me, I will drop the corporate tax now. PNG into the future wants to be a low tax-paying country. Reduce regulations, increase private sector participations. This should be the type of economy that gives room for all of business to grow in the country.
The Prime Minister stressed that SMEs are not just a policy priority, but the heart and soul of his government's economic agenda. Marape called on members of parliament across the country to mobilize their communities into income-generating activities, noting that decentralized participation in business is essential for sustained national growth. Over the past 5 years, the government allocated funds for SMEs and urged entrepreneurs to utilize these funds. A major advantage for PNG SMEs, Prime Minister Marape said, lies in customary land ownership, a natural asset base for economic activity, and urged citizens to tap into this by investing in export-oriented commodities such as coffee, cocoa, copra, vanilla, and fisheries. The Prime Minister added that the government's infrastructure programs, including Connect PNG and the redevelopment of PNG ports, are also opening up access to markets, making it easier for rural businesses to move goods domestically. Financial inclusion is another pillar supporting SME growth, and Marape highlighted state-backed lending facilities through BSP, the National Development Bank and Mama Bank as critical enablers for small businesses. Plans to make customary land bankable are also underway to allow entrepreneurs to access financing. Ruth Rongola, TV1 News.
Solomon Islands Prime Minister Matthew Wallace's arrival yesterday marked his first official visit to Papua New Guinea since taking up the top post just last month. His visit was to reinforce diplomatic ties and enhance collaboration between the Papua New Guinea and the Solomon Islands.
The Solomon Islands Prime Minister arrived in the country yesterday morning to a guard of honor. His first stop while in the country was at the government house, where he paid a courtesy call to the Governor General, Gwen Chief Sir Bob Dadai. This followed with a high-level bilateral talk at the Melanesian House with PNG Prime Minister James Marape. The bilateral discussions include boosting and strengthening trade and investments, geopolitics, security, and other associated talks on environment and climate change issues. Marape said Papua New Guinea investments span across Solomon Islands at a value of $1 billion, while encouraging reciprocal direct investment.
Look forward to sending more investors there. Likewise, we do invite Solomon Islands investors and business to come and operate in our country. We also agreed that we will look at a concept of free trade that is specially tailored in between Solomon Islands and PNG and extend that to Vanuatu and Fiji and possibly to the other Pacific Island family. Under his words, he's trying to construct a security envelope that is befitting for all of us.
Solomon Islands showed interest in PNG's mining company and invited them to tour the country for potential investment.
The Solomon Islands is looking to Papua New Guinea again for lessons in the resource extraction sector so that we see better governance in our own resources sector to make sure that our resources can build Solomon Islands up in the way that you are doing. Otherwise, we would run the risk of what the forestry industry has done to our country and basically raped and pillaged the environment and have left very little to show for it. And we look forward greatly to emulating that example. And we will, in my letter to the Prime Minister, we have invited Papua New Guinean investors in this area, mineral sector, but also, your SOEs, Komul, could be participants in our mineral sector.
He added that the bilateral discussion will greatly pave way for the Solomon Islands to build and grow its country, especially in resource extraction sector.
Eileen Zu'ukepe from Papua New Guinea has been announced the 2026 Commonwealth Pacific Regional winner at the 2026 Commonwealth Youth Awards ceremony in London on 25th June. Convention, government representatives, high commissioners, youth leaders and other stakeholders attended the award ceremony to celebrate young people's contributions to sustainable development goals in communities across the Commonwealth. Eileen founded Project Impact, voluntarily breast unfounded screening program serving rural women in her province of Papua New Guinea. Run collaboratively with colleagues and local health workers, the initiative has benefited more than 500 women across 3 of the province's 11 districts. She is currently in training to become a medical doctor, driven by her passion for oncology and addressing breast cancer among rural women in Papua New Guinea. 62 people from some of Western Province's most remote communities have received a clearer vision and new opportunities following eye surgeries abroad the MV-YWAM PNG in the Bamu River this month.
Goibi Macau had been blind for 7 years. The last time she saw a grandson's face was when he was 13 years old. After 2 30-minute operations, her sight was restored to near perfect. When her eye patch was removed, she smiled and was eager to see the young man he had become. For another man from Bamio, failing eyesight had prevented him from paddling a canoe for 4 hours. Just 1 day after surgery, he was seen paddling alongside his grandson, delighted to be returning to the everyday activities that are an important part of life along the river. For many others, the procedure meant much more than improved eyesight. It meant reconnecting with family, returning to daily activities, and regaining their independence. Cataracts remain the leading cause of preventable blindness in Papua New Guinea. Left untreated, cataracts can progressively impair vision and eventually lead to blindness. Yet, with a relatively simple surgical procedure, sight can often be restored. Papua New Guinea ophthalmologist Dr. Waimbe Wahamu, based in Montagen, joined this outreach alongside volunteer ophthalmologists from Norway and New Zealand. Dr. Wahamu has participated in multiple outreaches with YWAM medical ships over the years. He is encouraged to see specialist eye services reaching some of the nation's most remote communities. The MV YWAM PNG is currently in Port Moresby for the next phase of life extension work and resupply before returning to Western Province in the first week of August to continue delivering healthcare services to remote communities alongside local health workers. Ruth Rongola, TVWAN News.
You're watching TVWAN News. We'll bring you the day's other stories when we come back. Stay with us.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSB's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSB's One Talk Wallet. PSB's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
Oh, what a game this has been. With a minute to go, it all comes down to this. And here they come. They go wide. Passes to Becky. He juggles. Kicks it. Who will get there? No, Kara. He's over. What a try. Oh, the emotions are flowing. Jubilation. Ecstasy. What a game.
Hiya, Mama.
You wait then, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magical cuddle, get up and big smile on face. Time for Kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, the moo, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, PNG and Mia. Buying PNG made.
You have to meet my best friend. She's the sweetest. Hey, check out my hair.
Which one? The one on your head or the one in the sink? Relax. Next time, just use the Mega Growth Anti-Damage Relaxer. It's infused with wonder oils and conditioning proteins for visibly less hair breakage after retouching. Now your hair looks great.
Thank you.
Mega Growth Anti-Damage No-Light Cream Relaxer for visibly less hair breakage after retouching.
P&G's favorite soft drink now in bottles. Goldsport brings you fresh, bold flavors in brand new 500ml bottles. Taste the rainbow. More freshness, more flavor, more fun. Lime, orange, raspberry, and pineapple. Proudly made in P&G. Proudly Goldsport.
Yumi Papa na Mama Ground. We protect our land, we provide for our families today and tomorrow. One kind thinking na pasin must stop. ICT infrastructure works the same way. It helps families stay connected, students keep learning, clinics reach patients, and businesses keep growing. When that connection is lost, we feel it because something important in our lives stopped working. That's why protecting ICT infrastructure is protecting our access to life-changing opportunities.
Welcome back. Emerging designer Retacha Uvahupa is set to represent the country at Paradise Runway 2026 in Brisbane, Australia. Uvahupa will present her latest collection, Beyond Tapa, a body of work that reimagines one of Papua New Guinea's most treasured traditional materials through contemporary fashion. Her collection explores the possibilities of tapa beyond its traditional use, demonstrating how indigenous craftsmanship can be transformed into elegant modern garments while preserving its cultural integrity. Amongst the 13 looks to be presented is a traditional inspired garment, paying tribute to the tapa artisans of Oro Province. This piece honors generations of craft people whose knowledge has preserved one of PNG's most significant cultural art forms. The National Airports Corporation hosted its inaugural Long Service Awards last night in Port Moresby, recognizing employees who have dedicated 15 years of service to the organization since its establishment in 2009. A total of 93 employees were recognized for their outstanding service to the organization.
Ladies and gentlemen,
the long service staff comprised 20 females and 73 male employees across NAC's national airports. A special award ceremony convened at Stanley Hotel to celebrate their years of service, while also recognizing their organizational loyalty over the years. Acting Managing Director of NAC, Dominic Kaumu, said the awards highlighted the value NAC places on its people, adding that their dedication and loyalty over the past 15 years have been the foundation of NAC's success. The awards also demonstrated that NAC is striving to be an employer of choice, where long service and commitment are recognized and celebrated. NAC Board Chairman Jacob Anga said the award was about honoring the people who have built NAC's reputation for reliability and professionalism, adding that their contribution is the backbone of NAC's operation and future. Honoree Balbina Wagluo from NAC's Airport Operations Control Center at Jackson's International Airport, on behalf of the honorees, thanked the NAC board and management for recognizing them. She also requested the honorees to use their skills and knowledge to mentor the younger generations, which she said would be the greatest contribution to NAC.
Therefore, our greatest contribution may not be the work we have already completed, but the culture and values we pass on to future generations. We focus on building a legacy. Our impact will outlive our years of service.
The Long Service Awards will become an annual event, continuing in 2027 and beyond, ensuring that staff commitment remains a celebrated part of NAC's organizational journey.
Of the National Airports Corporation.
Mason Lewis, TVWAN News.
Communities in Western Province's remote South Fly district are set to benefit from improved services following the launch of a new development hub. The Moorhead Development Hub, launched on June 18th, will improve agricultural support, strengthen food security, and promote economic growth. The facility was opened by Governor Taboy Awiyoto, South Fly MP Seki Agisa, and Australian High Commission Representative Greg Gillies. The hub will provide training and climate-smart farming support with 2 training rooms and accommodation for up to 44 trainees. The project is part of the PNG Australia Partnership to support development in remote communities. Another suspected case of 5H bird flu has been detected in Western Australia, marking the 5th confirmed case or suspected case in Australia. Conservation and biosecurity experts are calling for increased surveillance, but authorities say it is not needed yet.
Along WA's southern coast, locals are on high alert over the deadly strain of avian influenza.
We expect it, but absolutely dreading it.
Busselton bird carer Sandy Gillard has taken it upon herself to help patrol for sick and dead birds.
I visualise a really disastrous situation, with lots of birds dead. It's going to happen.
WA authorities say there's no evidence yet of any transmission of the disease from migratory birds to local wildlife, but conservation researcher Kiralee Hastings says the risk can't be ignored.
This time of year we'll tend to see them flocking or moving around a lot, and that's easy for them to spread it amongst themselves.
With the coastline as vast as WA's, the state's authorities are for the most part relying on the public to identify any possible cases. Another suspected positive case has been found near Esperance. It means 2 samples are now awaiting confirmation, along with the 3 already confirmed cases.
All right.
Biosecurity and wildlife experts say authorities should be testing local animals and waterways in the areas where the cases were found.
I'm sure that they're doing all of that, monitoring events around those known areas where the birds may arrive.
But the state's agriculture minister says the situation doesn't warrant the additional testing just yet.
We have seen absolutely no evidence of any spread of this disease. It is only single migratory birds that have been found on beaches. I don't really know how we're going to be able to reduce the spread of this virus once it gets in.
Authorities are urging the public to continue reporting any sightings of dead or sick birds.
TVWAN News continues after the break with your news in sports. Don't go away.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, PSP's One-Took wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at PSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Tooks, to our family, to the ones we love. PSP's One-Took wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
What a game this has been. With a minute to go, it all comes down to this. And here they come. They go wide. Passes to Becky. He juggles. Kicks it. Who will get there? No, Kara. He's over. What a try. All the emotions are flowing. Jubilation. Ecstasy. What a game.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE.
Use our tools and condom and one way where you can abuse him sick HIV, STI na unplanned pregnancy. Ting him, use him condom long right way. Stop safe na look out him you yet. Use him condom all get a time. Suppose you know save long HIV status long partner blog you or suppose you got plenty partner. Use him condom good all get a time. Long haborus him sick HIV, STI na unplanned pregnancies. Use him condom banis him you yet na future blog you. This platok save ikam long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
In sports, the PNG Kickboxing Federation's Last Man Standing Heat 3 tournament is set for tomorrow at the Tauranga Aquatic Centre in Port Moresby. 80 selected fighters from across Papua New Guinea are ready to battle for a place in the grand final. The fighters who qualified through Heats 1 and 2 have travelled from around the country, including the Highlands, Southern Region, Momase, and the Autonomous Region of Bougainville to compete in this prestigious tournament. All competitors underwent the official weigh-in today at the Tauranga Aquatic Centre, where they were confirmed in their respective weight divisions ahead of tomorrow's bouts. Eastern Highlands will be represented by a strong contingent led by team official Kaupa Omena, who has brought a team of fighters to the event.
Now, we had 200 fighters all went through the process in terms of knockouts, and then so that it was also a good opportunity for new fighters that were training just elsewhere around. We invited them to also compete on this platform, and I think after assessing through everything and the elimination process, we have identified some good fighters. These fighters now, all in total of 80 fights, will be going into the quarterfinal, which is scheduled for 28 June 2026 at the Aquatic Centre.
Fighters from Southern Highlands, Arob, and other provinces have also arrived in Port Moresby, joining a large contingent of local competitors from the National Capital District. PNG Kickboxing Federation President Stanley Nadek said the tournament is part of a nationwide series designed to identify the country's best kickboxers. successful fighters from Heat 3 will qualify for Heat 4, the grand final.
Migat lo bakset blomi yupla luluk migat in 80 kg undisputed 4 times champion afe AU. Na migat him also narapla undisputed 80 kg blomi stop aronai anku son of stop. Migat him also 70 kg undisputed 4 times Joseph Amena. 1 month mibla prepare lo slave event na mibla come down, so expectation lo mibla lo this slave event also mibla tintin lo give him good plus, so give him good plus skills to fight so bambla display manta lo boxing ring na mibla expect him win him slave event na gwanta beken.
Nandex is anticipating some exciting contests throughout the day tomorrow and thanked naming rights sponsor NGTB and the Federation corporate partners for their continued investment in sports development and youth empowerment in Papua New Guinea. The TST Firefighters have booked their place in the preliminary finals of the 2026 Rigo Rice Cup after defeating West Eagles 16 points to 10 in today's elimination finals at the Southside Stadium. The Firefighters made a strong start, opening the scoreboard through fullback Rocky Joe, who crossed over for the first try of the match. They controlled much of the first half with solid defense and attacking pressure, but the West Eagles remained resilient and refused to back down. Their persistence paid off late in the first half when centre Eliza Nathan crossed to reduce the deficit to 6 points to 4 after the conversion attempt was unsuccessful. The Firefighters responded before the halftime break, extending their lead 8 points to 4 with a successful penalty goal. Returning after the break, the Firefighters continued to dominate proceedings, with winger Joshua Curry and fullback Rocky Joe each scoring a try to strengthen their advantage. The West Eagles mounted a late fight back through a try to Justin Tom, but it proved too little, too late, as the Firefighters held on to claim a 16 points to 10 victory. The win sees the TST Firefighters advance to next weekend's preliminary final, while the West Eagles' 2026 Rigo Rice Cup campaign comes to an end. This is the second successive year Rigo Rice Cup is being held. Carrying on from the inaugural year, the competition is expected to have a successful year with a grand final and prize presentation. That's it for sports. Now the weather forecast. In regional forecast, southern windy condition, isolated showers with areas of potential rain over western. Momase, scattered showers with areas of rain over parts of Morobe and Madang. New Guinea Islands, isolated showers, windy conditions over West New Britain and Manus Province. Highlands, scattered showers with areas of rain drizzles. Ocean forecast for PNG areas for the next 24 hours. Coral Sea, seas moderate to fresh with southeast winds of 20 to 25 knots. Solomon Sea, seas moderate with southeast winds of 10 to 20 knots. Bismarck Sea, seas moderate to fresh with southeast to northwest winds of 10 to 20 knots. Pacific Ocean, seas light with southeast winds of 10 to 20 knots. And coastal waters forecast, waters of southern PNG Indonesian border to Daru, to KY Island, to Kerema to Yule Island, to Port Moresby to Hood Point, and waters of Hood Point to Samurai, and all Milne Bay Islands to Cape Vogel, seas 1.5 to 2.0 meters, rising to 2.5 to 3.0 meters at times over warning areas. Waters of Cape Vogel to Huon Gulf to Finstaffen, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters, rising to 2.0 meters at times. And Saturday's news ends on that note. Thanks for your company. Bye for now.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by
Africa.